5 airport travel hacks to get through stress-free in 2025, plus a little known tip of how to get through the TSA security line faster than anyone else. I'm here with 5 good ones, plus that free bonus that I don't think very many people are using. First one is to download your airline app and the airport apps. So the airline app that you're flying gives you quite a few benefits. So once you download that and you're going to enter your information, if you have a frequent flyer number, make sure you put that in there so that you get your miles. Click notifications, click that button. It'll notify you when it's time to check in. It will notify you if there's any changes in the times. It will notify you of gate changes. All of that will come directly to your cell phone so that you'll be up to date with the information. The second part of that is the airport apps. Say you're flying out of Dallas-Fort Worth, DFW. If you download the airport app, it gives you information of the map itself. So if you're unfamiliar with it, if it's your first time going through, you have to go through a different terminal. If you get that airport map, you can kind of get a feel for where you're going. Also, it'll give you parking information. If you're driving yourself, you can reserve parking ahead of time, so to make sure you have a space available. Summer times, holiday travels, it can get full in most of the remote area parkings. So say if you're parking in the G lot at Chicago O'Hare, that fills up really quickly because it's pretty close to the tram. And so people pick there first because they don't want to park up front where it's really expensive. If you download the airports app, you have all that information right in your hand, and it makes you feel so much better when you know when you're going. Or at least it does for me. I like to have a plan. Even if it goes awry, you still have a general idea of where you're going. Number 2 is personal preference. Do you like to check in online, or are you the type that likes to check in person? I'm going to try and convince you to check in online. So when you check in online, you can do it as soon as it becomes available, which is 24 hours ahead of time. You can change your seats around if there's other ones available in the class that you booked. You can get all of your checked bag fees. You can have that done online, so you just have to walk to the bag drop once you get there. And if you weren't aware of the time change, United Airlines now requires you to check in 45 minutes ahead of boarding. And if you don't, the system locks out and you can't check in. But if you check in online, you're taken care of. So if traffic gets backed up or if you get behind, you don't have to worry about the check-in process because you've already done that. Number 3 is whether you check your luggage or whether you're a carry-on traveler, is track your bag. I carry the AirTag and I put it in all of my bags. I put it in my personal item bag. I put it in my carry-on bag. I put it in my purse that I tuck inside my personal item bag. And I even think I have one on my keys. I kind of forget where I put things, so it's for a memory thing too. If you know, you know. Check your bag, tuck this into an inconspicuous spot down in your suitcase so that if your bag gets lost or delayed, you can share that information with the airline to help track your bag. It makes it quicker, it makes it easier, and if you get separated from your bag, at least you can track it. Number 4 is keep your essentials in your personal item bag, not your carry-on suitcase. And the reason for this is the older airplanes aren't allowing room to put your bag as a book inside the overhead bin space, and they fill up. You may not be intending to check your carry-on suitcase, but if you're in later groups, you may have to. Anything, if you ask yourself the question, would I be upset or in dire straits if this got lost or stolen, it needs to go in your personal item bag. My personal item bag goes one complete outfit in the bottom, say if my suitcase gets lost or delayed, I have a spare. Any vitamins, medication, that travels with me at all time in my personal item bag. Backup spare charger, which, side note, cannot be checked. So if you even travel with a carry-on suitcase, make sure that this is in your personal item bag, because it's been an update that it cannot be in your checked luggage due to fire hazards that have happened on past flights. If you travel with any jewelry that you're not wearing, make sure that that goes in your personal item bag so that it doesn't end up in your carry-on that has become a checked bag. And number 5, that little secret I told you about, it's called skip the line. And how it works is that you're going to make an appointment or a time slot to go through the TSA security. It's brilliant. Only in 8 US airports right now. Hopefully it will expand. I don't know. I definitely get on to the airport's website and type in skip the line or reserve TSA line, express TSA check. All of those phrases that I had typed into Google all worked to find how the process works at these 8 airports. And they all have a little bit different system. Some only are available at certain terminals. Some are only available during certain times, like the busiest times for the airport. Others, you can reserve your time slot 14 days in advance, because the sooner you reserve, the sooner you'll be able to get the time slot that you need for your departure. Others are only 72 hours ahead of time. But if you have a trip coming up, definitely give this a try. Type it in, look at the information of like each spot you can go into and when it's open, so that you don't have to stand and wait in that long snaking line that can get very slow. It'll speed your way through. Oh, and some of them you can reserve not only for yourself, but up to 10 of your family members. So you can get everyone taken care of. I think this would be great with those traveling with littles, those of us traveling with our older parents. Anything like that would be a great way to try this. Now, the one downside is if you have TSA PreCheck, you can't do this. If you've tried this already, I know a couple of my friends have used the Denver one and they said it worked fabulous without a hitch. If you've tried it in another airport, please put it in the comments for all the rest of us so we can kind of know how it's working at all these other airports, because I think this is a great feature and it relieves a lot of stress that can be caused of trying to hurriedly get through that TSA security line. I'm Andrea with a glimpse of good travels in midlife, and I'm here to share all things travel so that you can travel well, travel light, and travel in your own kind of style. If this was helpful, it made you smile, or it gave you just one little thing that makes your life easier, please hit the like button. And of course, subscribe for more good travels to come each week. Happy travels. The port. Definitely go on to their, so you may not be